Legendary Viking soldier and King Bjorn Ironside. Today I will take you back to the year 900, the year Bjorn Ironside's story started. Hey guys, Casper here from Valhalla Vikings, and today we will talk about the most legendary Viking, King Ragnar Lodbrok's son Bjorn Ironside. So, Bjorn's story starts in Scandinavia. We don't know too much about when Bjorn was born, but it was somewhere in the 9th century. When he was Bjorn, his name was Bjorn Ragnarsson. His father was King Ragnar Lodbrok and his mother was the Seer Aslak. Bjorn got his name by helping his father, King Ragnar, in a battle. He fought with his half-brothers Fridleif and Rodbot. After his father died, Ragnar met Saul of Sweden, the rebel king. In front of both of their armies, King Saul, Bjorn's father, gave Ragnar the choice between a full-scale battle or a duel. Ragnar chose the duel. By choosing the duel, he stopped the massacre. King Saul picked Star to be his hero. Ragnar chose his 7 sons to fight with him and his group, share the glory of the winner with him. Both sides could see the fight coming. Ragnar and his sons came out of the armies after killing all 8 of their opponents and taking the jewel of victory. It is said that Bjorn caused a lot of damage. He killed his enemies without taking any of their lives. After that, he was known as then Bjorn Ironside called his army together. He got his strength back, which was as strong as iron. Then he and his army would charge King Saul's troops, and Bjorn's forces went into a bloody rage. They fought as if the gods were watching. Seeing that Sharpt and his son had been killed on the battlefield, Ragnar was most likely to attack because of the battlefield. After King Saul fell, Ragnar killed him. Ragnar, who was one of Bjorn's brothers, would be in charge. The enemy's charge led to their defeat. It was wiped out completely. On that day, no one was kind. Ragnar then gave Bjorn the lordship of Sweden as a reward for his bravery in the battle. Bjorn was later called to fight in another battle for Ragnar, who was his father, and then brother would then destroy all the land in the Orkneys. 2 Scottish armies then fought. They finally killed King Muriel after a 3-day battle, but they had lost a lot of men. Dunman and Rodbot, who were half-brothers to Bjorn, were also among the dead. After fighting the Scots, Bjorn, he went back to his own kingdom. On many of his journeys, he heard that his father Ragnar had been killed by King Eli. People say that he squeezed the dice so hard when he heard the news while he was playing dice. He squeezed his fingers until blood came out, and then he said that it fell on the table. I hope that life is more random than this. Putting Bjorn and his brothers in Northumbria would take a fleet of 400 ships. Bjorn would openly declare war on ships belonging to King Ela, because he wanted to get even with him. Soon, Bjorn and Ivar the Boneless would meet up, and the armies of Bjorn's friends would join together to make one big pagan army. The enemy would remember his force, the huge pagan army that Bjorn and Ivar led against them. They smashed the king in a trance-like rage. Ela's forces killed everyone in the armies, which was a total disaster. Then Bjorn and his brother had King Ela killed by a blood eagle. During this process, they also sorted out the king's meat and were happy about it, because they had won against their most cruel enemy. The enemy and Ragnar's spirit could rest easy knowing that his son had taken care of him. Then, Bjorn went back to his own kingdom, leaving his brother Ivar with nothing. For Bjorn, being king of England was like a dream come true. A man who had heard stories about faraway places where there was gold and the sun always shone. Bjorn's most well-known achievement, that was his almost legendary raid in the Mediterranean, which started around the year 860. Bjorn and his brother Yitzhak led a raid, just like their father had done. France is north, but at the end I decided not to go back to Norway, because I heard about the rich lands of Bjorn from the Mediterranean and his brother. The 2 brothers took things from Spanish during the winter. They went all the way around Gibraltar and all the way to the south of France. In the summer of the year after that, Bjorn went to the city of Pisa. While Bjorn was in Pisa, Judy was fired. They heard that Rome was a holy city. It wouldn't take him long to get there. Inland, he knew that the several abbeys in England and France had just been robbed of a lot of money. He expected that he would be able to get a lot of money from other places too, the heart of Christendom. Bjorn had been lied to about how far away Rome was, which was a shame. When he and his army got to the town of Luna, they thought they had reached Rome and started a siege. But in Luna, they found that they were no match for them. The siege seemed to be over. They couldn't break through it, so it would take a long time for the city walls to be broken. Bjorn was eager to get inside, so he had to come up with a plan and make up a huge lie. Bjorn told his men to tell the Bishop of Luna that he had died and had become a Christian on his deathbed and wanted to be buried in the holy ground. I'm a Christian who lives in the city. I will not say that Bjorn is not a Christian. The bishop said it was okay for a small honor guard to bring Bjorn's body in, but when his coffin was put in the church, Bjorn surprised the gathered clerics by jumping out of it. He and his honor guard then cut a bloody path to the town gates. Then he opened them and led his army into the town to sack it. They would rob it and take everything. As their own Bjorn showed, they did very well because of it. Bjorn is encouraged by his victory to be smart as well as strong. They went on to attack Sicily and North Africa. But when he was coming back from Supreme, the Arab rulers were ready for him and put together a fleet to fight him. Greek fire, which was made by the Eastern Roman Empire and is similar to napalm, was used by a fleet to attack the Vikings. Bjorn lost 40 ships and most of his treasure, but was able to escape. Then, on his way home, he raided the Christian parts of Spain to boost the morale of the men. He then went back to Norway with enough money to live out the rest of his life, a wealthy man. On Ragnar Lodbrok's death, Scandinavia was divided between Bjorn and his brothers. Bjorn got the Kingdom of Sweden, where he started a House of Sweden, which lasted for many years and generations before becoming the royal family of Sweden. The government of Denmark, Rex and Eric were Bjorn's son. Eric the Red saga says that the next king of Sweden was Bjorn's son, who was the son of a Viking. He also had a son named Aslak, who was Dotfin's ancestor. Gatsilv was a well-known Viking explorer who settled in Northern America. The name the Old Dynasty for the House of Manzo came from the island where Bjorn Ironside was said to be buried in a barrel called a Bjorn. Just like Hawk, it has a stone on top with a runic inscription. Bjorn was a leader and a strong fighter, just like his father Ragnar Lodbrok, who also left behind lasting things. Let us know in the comments down below how you feel about Bjorn Ironside's life. Tell us if he was as successful as his father Ragnar, his uncle Ivar, or the other brothers. Tell me what you think about him in the comment and let's discuss. Did he live up to his name in the series Viking on Netflix or not? And before I'm gonna let you go, I'm gonna give you 2 more fun facts about the real Bjorn Ironside. Non-native Swedish speakers may not know that Bjorn translates as bear in the Scandinavian language. However, even if aware of the translation, fans are probably unaware that it is forbidden to utter the word bear for fear of manifesting the beast in Norse ritual. As such, the name Bjorn was created as a substitute for bear. Over time, the nickname caught on and eventually replaced the original word. The word Bjorn became so common it was ultimately adopted as a name. Number 2. Given his incessant romantic dalliances throughout the show, it's hard to keep track of Bjorn's wives and lovers. But to be clear, Bjorn had 5 wives and 2 mistresses during his 67 episode run on Vikings. In chronological order, Bjorn's wives included Thorin, Torvi, Snæfrid, Gunhild and Ingrid. After divorcing Torvi, Bjorn took up with his lover Astrid. Following his marriage to Snæfrid, Bjorn courted Elswith. Let us know any other facts about Bjorn you know in the comments down below and let's discuss together. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more Viking news. And make sure to click the video you see on screen now to learn more about the next legendary Viking.